The first question. Okay, we're getting ready. Here we go.
Quiet on the set.
3, 2, 1.
When did music become significant to me? I can't remember when it wasn't. I've been listening to music since I was very young, probably 3 or 4, and it was just always something that was in our household. Everyone in my family was musical. And I think when it became super important to me was as I got into like middle school and high school, because I found that musical theater and actually taking music classes was a way to belong and to sort of get through that period of angst in my childhood. But as far as its influence, it started from when I was super young and it's still going.
Yeah.
So, even though I'm a musician, I didn't realize how much music would help me cope with COVID until we got into it maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, after you did all the cleaning and all the tasks and all the things that you finally had time to do. It's really been music that has bridged those moments where I was scared about what was going to happen. It's been revisiting old songs, old shows, and just using it as sort of a balm, like almost like medicine to get me through. And I've reconnected not just with music, but with musicians that I haven't spoken to in a long time, and gone back and connected with people I've worked for. So it's been like a full circle revisiting of my craft and my passion. What is the favorite place I've sung and why? That's a tough question. I've been really lucky. I've gotten to play at some great venues all over the world, and each one has its own special, unique place in my heart. So if I had to choose, it would be more about the vibe of the moment than the venue itself, and that would be the Hollywood Bowl. And the reason is that I got to sing with Paul McCartney, and that was like a mind-blowing, crazy experience that happened very quickly, and it was in front of a lot of people at the Hollywood Bowl. So that's probably my favorite story of a venue that is seared into my brain as far as a place that I got to sing.
Yep.
My dream spot to perform, I guess it's a tie. I'm going to say 2. One is Carnegie Hall. I would love to play Carnegie Hall with a symphony. I've always wanted to do that. And I've always wanted to perform on Broadway in a musical role. I have done some Broadway, but ironically I was in a straight play. I was never in like a big musical. So I would love to be back on the Broadway stage in a musical, playing the lead. Why not? That would be amazing. And if that didn't happen, I would be perfectly happy to settle for the Carnegie Hall stage with a symphony. Oh gosh, what would the dream musical be? I'm not sure it's been written yet. I think that our theater world can make a lot more room for more pieces of great theater. I think that it's great that we always have these revivals, and as an African American woman, I'm always asked, well, do you want to be in Dreamgirls? Do you want to be in The Wiz? And I'm like, can we just write something super and new? And can we write something that doesn't matter what your race is, that's just fabulous? That's more what I'm talking about, something new and exciting. So as far as this upcoming show, as far as whether it has a theme or not, I always do themes for my shows, but I have decided that in the spirit of COVID, where a lot of us are running around going, who am I now? What am I doing? And what's my purpose? That's been a real common theme for a lot of entertainers, especially. And so my show, I decided to do this time is kind of a hodgepodge of all of those different emotions that I've been going through during this time. And so there's no real specific theme as much as a vibe. And the vibe is just welcoming people back to live music and celebrating the spirit of human resilience. So I guess that's the theme, human resilience. If someone hasn't seen me perform, as far as what to expect, it really depends on how they heard about me in the first place. One of the great things about living in Las Vegas is that entertainers get to do a lot of different genres. So you may know me as a jazz singer, you may know me as a pop singer. Some people know I write my own songs. So for this show, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do a little bit of everything and tell a story about my life and about getting through tough times and being super positive. Who is my favorite female singer of the past 50 years? That's so easy. It's Ella Fitzgerald. She is the ultimate singer's singer, in my opinion. And the reason I love her so much is beyond the fact that she was a great jazz singer, I love the fact that she was a purist. She had great pitch. She always sang the words so that you could understand them. And she was one of the guys. She was like part of the band. She wasn't just a chick singer. And I kind of see myself that way. So I've tried to model myself after her in terms of her spirit and the way she approached music. And I just love her. The male singer of the past 50 years, it depends on the genre. I really love Tony Bennett, especially since he's still around, which is amazing. And he's so malleable and flexible. And he's, what other classic jazz singer can make an album with Lady Gaga? So yeah, I'm just going to pick Tony because he's just still so cool.
Perfect. And
what is my favorite color? My favorite color is burgundy because I love red wine. And I think it's a rich, royal looking color that just gets better with age. So I love me some burgundy or Cabernet as they call it.
no,
What is my most favorite thing about Las Vegas? I used to say it was, the excitement and the nonstop 24/7 energy. But ever since this pandemic hit, what I've come to realize I love the most about Vegas is that it is a small town, even though it's a big city. And it has a family vibe to it that people don't expect. I love the way this city came together after the October 1 shooting. I love what I'm seeing now in this city as far as people coming together. And I love living here. I love the resilience of this town. And even though some people don't like that it keeps changing, that's my favorite thing, is that it just keeps changing and keeps reinventing itself, because I think we all could take a lesson from that. What is something about me that people would never guess? Gee, that's a tough question because I kind of talk about everything on Facebook. So everybody knows everything. I don't know, I'm a writer. I mean, I'm not just a music writer, but I'm a writer. Like, I want to be a writer. I want to write novels and books and all kinds of different books. And I would love to transition eventually into that career and just maybe write a book about this industry and be more of a speaker than just a singer. That's one thing.
that's great.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
That's wonderful. Perfect.